Do you agree that the jungle's days now are numbered? It's on its way out?
Yes, absolutely. We decided to relocate people, but nobody could complain about that because the conditions were absolutely terrible, and some say even not very humanitarian. So we decided to provide them home with security, with water, and with heating. So it will be better.
Right. And of course, sometimes those homes are not going to be near to the coast, to the channel, as they want, and they would rather have the lottery ticket to see if they can get to England, wouldn't they? Now, what's your answer to that? Are they going to make it to England? It seems to have got a bit harder now.
Well, it's much harder because we spend some money also to put fences and also extra police, and we work closely with the British on that. And so it's as it is more difficult, they start to go elsewhere. But those relocations are not very far from the southern part of the camp. And others, I would like to say, have been relocated somewhere else in France. And we convinced some of them also to accept asylum because they want to come. Most of them want to come to the UK.
Right. What is the medium-term plan? I mean, it's obviously, you can't just have people living in squalor in France, a developed country like this. So that's not going to be the long-term solution. What is the idea? Are we going to give asylum to those people? Are we going to send them home, or what?
Well, it depends. For those who are not refugees, we will send them home. I mean, those who are economic migrants, they can't stay there. Those who are real refugees, yes, they are granted asylum, but provided they accept it. Because some of them don't want to stay in France.
Right, so your plan is that ultimately France will process all those people,
yes,
take them through the process, and some will stay if they're allowed and some will go home if they're
absolutely.
not. Is there anything that you think the British could be doing to expedite, to speed up that long-term plan and make it happen more quickly? And I'm thinking particularly maybe around the unaccompanied children who are...
Yeah, I think there's been some decisions by English courts, and so we hope it will be implemented for those children.
What, the children who have some case to come to the UK could be brought to the UK? You would like that to happen, essentially?
Yes.
OK. Now, obviously, this is a very important time for British relations with France and Europe for reasons beyond the situation in Calais. Sticking with Calais for the moment, one of the issues you may be able to help us with is what happens to the British border if we choose to leave in the referendum, because some say the French may move the border back to Dover, some say the French will keep it in Calais. What is the truth?
Well, I don't know, because in fact some regional authorities have said that the border should be in Calais. They're members of the opposition. Well, my authorities, for the time being, say that they are implementing the Touquet agreements. So we don't want to speculate.
What do you get out of the Touquet agreement? What do you get out of it? Why, is it just to be nice to us that you let us put our border there, or does it help you in some way?
No, but I think at that time we had Sandgate and we wanted to close it, so there was an agreement, and we thought that we had, I don't remember how many at that time, but they kept coming during all those years, and we didn't anticipate that.
We're in the early days of our European debate. I just wonder what you make out of it so far and whether you're happy with it.
Well, I can't say I'm happy or not happy. I mean, it's for the British to say. The only thing I can say is that France would like the UK to stay within the EU, and that's the reason why we made some efforts in Brussels to get an agreement.
Mm-hmm. President Hollande, I mean, everybody speaks to their own audience in these things, don't they? President Hollande, I think, said there were no special dispensations from the rules. There was no veto over the Eurozone. Britain has a special place it always had. He was trying to play down the concessions made. Do you think that the concessions David Cameron got were Nothing?
Yeah,
Or?
I think he got a good agreement, in fact, because he got almost everything he wanted. But we had some red lines, and didn't want those red lines to be crossed, and that is the case. We've worked a lot on the economic government, and I think it is satisfying for all of us.
Is Boris Johnson well known in France? Has he got much profile there?
Oh yes, he's well known in France, and he speaks a very good French.
Popular? Liked?
Well, I don't know. He's, everybody knows him, and they like to listen to him. I don't know if he's like.
You're very diplomatic. Okay. Sylvie Bowman, thank you very much. Thanks for coming in. Thanks.
Thank you.